The acrid stench hit me first, a chemical burn in my nostrils as I stepped into my backyard. My pool, my pride and joy, was a sickly green, bubbling like some witch's brew. Karen, the HOA president, stood there, smug as ever, an empty jug of industrial cleaner in her hand. "Your pool was an eyesore," she snapped, her voice dripping with condescension. "I fixed it." My heart pounded. Years of saving for that pool, ruined in minutes. Neighbors gathered, whispering as I stared at the toxic mess. Karen's smirk faltered when I grabbed my phone, not to call a cleaner but the police. She didn't know it yet, but she just committed an environmental crime. I wasn't always the type to fight back. Karen had ruled our neighborhood like a tyrant for years, fining people for untrimmed hedges, dictating mailbox colors, even shaming Mrs. Carter for her tacky garden gnomes. Everyone grumbled, but no one acted. I kept my head down too until now. My pool wasn't just a luxury. It was my sanctuary after long shifts at the hospital. When I saw those chemicals swirling in the water, something snapped. I started digging local laws, environmental regulations, anything to hold her accountable. Turns out, dumping hazardous chemicals isn't just vandalism. It's a felony. I called the cops, and as they arrived, Karen's face drained of color. She stammered, "It's just bleach." But the jug's label told a different story. Industrial-grade, restricted chemicals, banned for residential use. The truth was sinking in. She wasn't just a bully. She was a criminal. The confrontation unfolded like a storm. Karen tried to spin it, shouting to the neighbors that I was overreacting, that the HOA gave her authority. But then a twist. Mrs. Carter, the quiet widow next door, stepped forward. Shaking, she revealed Karen had been extorting her for months, threatening fines unless she paid special fees. The crowd gasped. Karen's reign wasn't just petty, it was corrupt. Mrs. Carter's courage lit a fire. Neighbors started sharing their own stories. Fake citations, harassment, even forged documents. The police listened, taking notes as Karen's voice grew shrill. "You can't prove anything," she screamed, but the jug in her hand was evidence enough. The officer tested the pool water, and the results were damning: high levels of toxic compounds, enough to contaminate the groundwater. Handcuffs clicked. Karen's eyes widened, her authority crumbling as the neighbors cheered. Karen's downfall was swift and brutal. At the hearing, she tried to play the victim, claiming she was protecting the neighborhood's image. But the judge wasn't buying it. The environmental agency had gotten involved, and the evidence was overwhelming. Water samples, the jug's serial number traced to her husband's warehouse, even security footage from my backyard camera. She faced felony charges, hefty fines, and community service, ironic for someone who'd terrorized us all. The HOA board dissolved her presidency that same week. Mrs. Carter took her place, promising fairness and transparency. Karen's house went up for sale. No one waved goodbye when the moving truck left. The neighborhood felt lighter, like we'd all exhaled a breath we'd been holding for years. Rebuilding wasn't easy. My pool needed professional decontamination, costing thousands. But the community rallied, neighbors donated, kids held a car wash, and Mrs. Carter organized a fundraiser. I swam in my pool again under a summer sky, surrounded by laughter instead of fear. Karen's arrest didn't just punish her. It woke us up. We'd let her control us for too long, afraid to challenge her. Now we were a community again, stronger for it. Her crime was a spark, but our unity was the fire. I learned that standing up, even when it's messy, can change everything. It's not just about one pool or one bully, it's about fighting for what's right together. What do you think? Was Karen's punishment fair? Or should she have faced more? Share your thoughts on justice and accountability.